live. On her body, Okay, I'm now looking at Twitch chat. Chat is hidden. There we go. What up, Abyss? Dude, I forgot to text you back about that jacket. I was actually in Washington, D.C. That jacket is pretty sick. I was actually in a taxi with ex-Raytheon guy. Do I have a command set up for this? Let's see. Go to stream elements real quick. It thinks I'm gang. I'm not gang. Moderating gang. Nope. Streaming tools. Wait, chatbot? Chat commands? Custom commands. I gotta make a command for this. I gotta edit the stream title. Okay, there we go. Full navy leather jackets covered in patches. Dude. Is it like fully advertising the private sector for the DoD? If so, I can kind of understand. All right, where the fuck was I at this project? Okay, dude, send me a photo of that, please. That sounds awesome. Okay. Whoa. 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 Take my watch off, otherwise I cannot type. Okay. So, last time I tested this, I think that I had a bug. I'm gonna go right here. That looks right to me. One thing I'll have to consider is that these bases aren't captured yet. Okay, so what I just did, though, by the way, I hit caps lock. And I gotta turn my music down because I can't even think. And then maybe I'll turn it up on over here. Okay. That should be fine, I think. All right. So basically, what I just did was I placed my person here, and where you see these triangles, this is like my main operating base. This is another base, and the reason why the position is lower on the y-axis is because I actually normalize these. Although this looks, yeah. I normalize these to be in line with the player. These lines. So they all cross at the same place. So I have to get their intersection, right? And I guess I could just disregard the y coordinate. Really, I should just disregard the y coordinate. Why don't I do that? But yeah, So the blue one is the closest position, red is the next closest, green is the furthest. Ooh, what the fuck? And wherever these triangles intersect, there's going to be a yellow line or yellow orb. And then wherever all three technically intersect, I'll explain that in a sec, or orange. So this is orange, even though it doesn't intersect the green. But it's contained within the green. So that's fine. So the orange points are what I'm going to be drawing on the map. So kind of like this, actually. I'm going to draw something like this on the mini map, not mini map, the regular map. So that you can see exactly, probably this, and this. But what I need to consider eventually is like, let's say this point right here is in enemy hands. You want to have access to this antenna. And so realistically, you would only have, I mean, even this one, you'd only have this cone. So how do I account for that? I think I just disregard it. And I draw face off strength or something from this antenna. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. I don't even remember how this mod works because it's been so long since I've looked at it. So this is my override for the voiceover network component. Jesus Christ. Is this, wait, is this an is? Should this be is? Yeah. Dude, I cannot remember this stuff. We go like this. Oh, Jesus. All right, so this is all some vector math that I had to do thanks to the help of ChatGPT, actually. Or maybe it was Cloud, I don't remember which one. These are not functions that exist in the game. Get line segment intersection. This is what I probably want to modify to disregard the y coordinate. Somewhere in here, I set the y coordinate to exactly the same, though. Dude, what the fuck? I really wish I remembered this stuff. Layer position, WX, WY. I guess it's the Z that I don't. I need to disregard. Is it the Z? I thought it was the Y. I don't know. 3D confuses me. All right, check if any of these are within our range, within our radios. Radio X, radio Y, the distance. Um, I'm going to use more descriptive names. Is there a refactor? I just, no. Distance from, calculate the distance between the player and the radio relay. This is what this is. One radio in range. Cool. Okay, these are my debug shapes. This is all good. The hell's up with that? The hell's the source? What? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is all right. grab the radio relays position. Share Z coordinate with the player. I should really just, yeah, this could just be like 1. I don't know why I retain this with the player position. It's weird. And then get rotated point. 15 degrees. Down the line segment 15 degrees offset from the radio position or antenna position, I guess. We grab a line segment minus 15 degrees offset. Create the triangle to draw. Does not have the third. Only 2 lines. I'll say that. What do I have? Segment. What's the difference between these two? Yeah, half of this first like 10 minutes here is gonna be me trying to remember what I was doing last time. Lines, insert segment. Why don't I use the segment? Oh. Where does this get used eventually? Oh, okay. Wait, this is an array of vectors. This is a fixed vector of 4 positions. Okay. Oh, that's why I created it. Okay. Create a copy of the triangle for persisting, I guess. Grab the okay. Ah, Jesus, Nick's texting me. I asked him, you watched the Pee Wee Herman doc on HBO? He says, not yet. I'll put it on the list though. GG. Dude, that Pee Wee Herman doc's pretty good. Keep telling Josh to watch it too. Okay, so here's where I actually do the line checking. What the fuck's he saying? No. Been watching the doc on the Tylenol murders. Dude, I saw that one. Is that one pretty good? Wait, do I sort this? Wait, were the Tylenol murders the events that caused tamper evidence seals to be put on pharmaceutical bottles or like medicine bottles? Like, is that the same instance that the documentaries were about? Why do I skip the second one? Is this a typo? Oh, no, 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 no. It's not a typo. Wait, is this a typo? No, because these are points. So I skipped this one. Yeah, okay. I'll add that one to my list too. The Pee Wee Herman doc is actually pretty long. It's like 2 episodes, but it's like 4 hours. So I'm about halfway into the second one. Check 2 segments per index. 3 over lines. Some of my comments, man. 2 segments per index. Oh. Per loop. Yeah, with this like quad nested loop, bro. This is such good programming. Trying to get a CV little patch made. That'd be kind of funny. Gonna throw on the leather jacket next to your Raytheon. Dude, could you imagine if we actually had the yacht club like hats or some shit? It's a baboon on a yacht. Who pinged me? Discord. Oh, it was you. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. That'd be awesome. There was something I had to change here in order to change the margin of error. Let me end this real quick. The Gear Gyong experience. Getting smoked on the island. It fits the yellow theme too. I'm basically just restarting the map to see if I get maybe the same seat I got before. Same layout, rather. There was an instance where it was kind of buggy. The map thing. I'll show you what I mean. Does not look like it, but all right. So this looks okay. That also looks okay. Damn, my FPS are trash, dude. Why? Okay, here's one. This is weird. This guy should be orange. Why are you not orange? Do you ever do Zeus? No. I don't have the creativity for that. Or the friends. Yeah, dude, this is weird. Okay, so basically the logic is, right? All of the points from the closest, so this blue triangle, are initially considered to be valid. And then so like this all the yellow ones? No, just bear with me while I try to explain this, I guess. So all of these points, which are the little yellow things, should be considered valid. And actually, all of the line intersections are... Yeah, all of the line intersections are these yellow things, but I also include at the end of the first one, the blue guy, that I don't recall why, but I do. So anyways, basically the logic here is uh, for each of these lines that intersect, check to make sure that they fall within the boundaries of all three of these triangles. So let's just say this guy, this guy, this guy, this, whatever, all these along the blue lines. You move on to the red, because I think the red is the next closest. And you say, for each of these lines, do they fall within the red triangle? Like either do they intersect or inside of it? And this guy does. I don't. Same with this guy. I don't know why they aren't included. Okay, actually, this one is not included because it's not included within the bounds of the blue. So that makes sense. So after you do that, you go to the green and you say, all right, now I'm looking for the ones that are finally left in the list that fell within the blue, within the red, and now within the green. And you're left with this, this. It should include this. I don't know why it's not. This and this. And then that's the minimum segment that makes up the area we're interested in. So, it should make up these. Why isn't this guy included? Why are you not included? Yeah, actually, to re-explain this, all of these yellow sections to start out with are within our possibilities for the segment to draw, and then they all get removed as I do like the contains within check. So contains within blue, contains within red, contains within green, and the ones that meet all three of those criteria are the ones that that should be turning orange. Uh, is it because of the electric tower interfering? No, this is completely within like debug logic, right? So this isn't actually doing any collision or anything like that. It's literally just 3D points, and I'm just drawing debug shapes for the purposes of testing. So does the game think they intersect? All these. So this is my debug logic. Do I have anything that's a clear indicator of found blah radio in range? Found 3 radios in range. Okay, perfect. Does the game think they intersect? Where do I print this? The game does not think that any of these intersect. Triangle 0, removing intersection at 0, 1. Can I add text to these? All right, so there's something with this check. There's something within. My epsilon is 0.5. And I think this is meters. What if I set this to 1? So this is like the margin of error. Let's take a look. It could just be margin of error needs to go higher. Because, like, you're doing floating point math. I can't switch. But you're doing floating point math in this, so it's not going to be super accurate. Like, there will be loss of precision at some point. Here, right? Like, this is matrix math, basically. Dude, this is taking so fucking long. And it's not really the worst thing in the world if more points are included. Yeah. It's casually taking forever to rebuild the fucking world. Okay. So I guess I'll go here. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. Also fine. That looks okay. It's a shame it's not like super reproducible because it depends on like where the main operating base is. The main operating base can change. Actually, fuck, if I would have remembered where I was last time, maybe I could have just gone there. Yeah, see, these look okay. So maybe it was the epsilon, just needed to be a little bit higher. I'm not really seeing any erroneously being included either. Yeah, 4. Wait. This is kind of a clusterfuck right here. It's like 3 right on top of each other. I don't know, it looks okay. That's a couple more times. Ooh. I think I'm satisfied. Hmm. All right, now for the hard part of this. So, oh, come on, bro. Okay. Now for the hard part of this, right? I've got filter out intersections. Okay, so right here, this is where I draw the draw orange, wait, draw yellow spheres for all general intersections, and draw orange spheres for intersections that make up the minimum polygon describing the describing where the RDF antennas all meet. I don't know a good way to describe that. So the orange ones here, these are the ones that I want to be drawing on the map. This is going to be kind of difficult because now I need to actually insert a dynamic map marker, which is kind of okay. I've done this. Oops, wrong repo. Not that one. Reworked map markers. So here, yeah, see, I've got this map marker mod that I did before. I remember this being a bitch. Uh, yeah, okay. I'll just kind of redo all this stuff that I did before. So basically, like the map markers are the things that, you know, you see like player positions on the map and whatnot. I'm not in game, so I can't show it, I guess. I don't really want to launch it. So this will be a map marker. It won't be dynamic. I'm actually kind of curious, how do static map markers work? Objects, map marker entry, register marker. Update tool entry set. Map marker entry dynamic. Okay. I think actually I need to look at this here. Scripts, ba, 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 ba. Map marker dynamic. Is there a map marker static? Image text. Objects, map marker base. I feel like there's a static. Config slash map. Oh god, all these fucking configs, dude. Ugh. Okay, insert dynamic marker. Insert static marker. Ah. Wait. So the dynamic one, okay, it still has a marker type. Insert static marker by type. Insert customized static marker. Determines whether the marker is synchronized to other players or local. Is server marker. Determines whether the marker is spawned by the server. Should not count towards marker limits. Yeah, okay. What does this actually do? So this just takes a map marker base. Map marker dynamic. Is this a map marker base? Can't find derived classes, really? Where the fuck is this used? Map marker manager component. Is this like something that's just straight up? Huh? Marker. You just you just you just do that, huh? Huh. So no one actually derives this. They just kind of like create this map marker base and then weird. Is there a timer thing? Let's see what people are saying. I'll eventually want to do a timer to make it fade out. Which makes me think that I'll actually need to create a custom marker type. Well, let's see. Timer. Or timer, I don't care. Script a counter and track it in a spawner. Yeah, I guess the Eon frame is a good way of creating your own timer. But I really just want a callback after some amount of time to remove this. Whatever. What is the difference? Dynamic versus static marker. Oh, what up? Um, Static marker? I don't know. I hate this wiki. Oops. Shit. Maybe one word? Dynamic AI creator. No. So the static markers are not, I think they're just supposed to be at fixed positions on the map. Dynamic markers follow things, right? So if I look at, hmm, yeah, see this spawns like a marker entity. Static marker. Set color. Set icon. Can I change the opacity? No. Map marker object. Whatever. I'm not going to focus on that for now. Remove static marker. Remove dynamic marker. Insert static marker here. Insert customize static marker, blah, blah, blah. So I need to retain this to later remove it. Assign marker UID. Cinched. I love when people spell sync that way. Ask add static marker. Okay. Uh, RDF. The Von component. Okay. Wait, why did I clone all of this shit? Ah, here we go. That's right. Hmm. So I had to add my own glue code for synchronizing a radio transmission to the server and like alerting the server when something comes in. The Von component, okay. Protected ref, array, ref, scr, map marker base. Okay. I need to figure out now how to get the... Oh, I already have the map marker component. Fuck, yeah. On capture detected. I already have all this shit here. Oh, it's fucking G. Okay. Map marker base. This is just for the purposes of demonstration. Set world position. I need to translate. Hmm. Wait, can I set the layout? Nah. I need to go with a dynamic one, I guess. Yeah, I need to be able to control this a little bit more. Fuck. All right. Dynamic layout it is. I was really hoping to avoid this. What is this again? This is under scripts, game, map, markers. Oh man, it's so annoying. Like has to recompile all the scripts, reload everything. Maybe game options. Can I disable? I think I turned on explicitly reload. Hmm. There's like a setting for reloading scripts on save, but whatever. Okay, scripts game map. Uh, Fuckers. Fuck. Hello? Oops. I'm just gonna copy all the shit across. Map markers. Yeah. And then what is this one? RDF bond component. I'm basically just copying these mods across right now. Fuck. Map. There we go. Dude, come on, man. Like, the fuck. Apparently I didn't close all the windows. I didn't even notice. I was just waiting for it to stop. Okay, so now we have more. Game map, markers. Okay. Rename this RDF. This is going to be radio directional finding. The other one's my reworked map markers. Prefix. Rename LRDF. RDF. Okay. Think I have everything renamed. Just search for LRDF. Many instances. Wow, a lot actually. Okay. So now I can use my own custom layout with my custom map marker. And like I said, I just copy and pasted that shit from a different mod I made. Copy resource names. I think we'll include the GUID. Yeah. Oh. Radio transmission layout. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. Differentiates visuals between our group and others. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in here that I won't need. Set visible. I'll get back to that stuff later. Markers, objects. Dynamic map marker based on proximity. Huh? I disagree with that. On player ID update. Yeah, I can remove that. I can remove all of this. Remove that. But I want to just remove a lot of this stuff right now. Map layer change. On create marker. Do I need to set target? Map marker entity. Dynamic map marker. Spawned by map marker manager. When creating dynamic marker. See marker config for customization. See, this updates position. Is this marker visible based on main server conditions, such as it having assigned target? Is this marker visible to the player based on the custom? Am I supposed to be using dynamic markers? M target. Yeah, this is for tracking. I know we just got kind of deep into this. Maybe before I get even deeper, I need to understand the map markers a little bit better. Insert dynamic. Now, I said the static isn't what I need. Through static marker. This takes a base. Is there a layout? On create marker. I could override this. Map marker, widget component, find handler, set marker object. Can be removed, set icons, get world position. E marker type. I do need this. Oh, you know what? This is fine. I think. Okay. I already have an LRDF one. Radio emission. Where's the config? That's LRM map. I thought I did a global replace. Okay. There's a config file I'm missing. Here. Map marker config. So this guy right here. Yeah. These shouldn't be able to be placed though. Jump to script definition. Map marker entry dynamic. Oh, okay, whatever. View as text. Squad leader one. Hmm. Yeah, whatever. We'll just add this. See, Placed custom. Map marker base. What does that look like? Hmm. Military. Entry squad leader. Oh, see, it needs something like this. Place. Jump to script definition. Map marker entry config. Wait. Description in selection menu. Is there a way to just disable that? Oh my god, dude, this is gonna be so much work just to draw some fucking lines. Alright, I'm too lazy for this right now. I'm gonna come back to this later. Nigex.